All right, guys, what is going on? We are here today in the showroom to answer a question that many people out there have been asking, which is what is actually going to be in the showroom? Which it's a good question. And up until about 2 weeks ago, we even didn't know here at the office. We were kind of confused as to what we wanted to do, how we wanted to set everything up. When we first set up the plans for the showroom, we of course sat down, planned everything out. This area will be jewelry and these will be displays, etc. But as far as the actual layout, where each piece will go in the showroom, we didn't figure out until about 2 weeks ago. So to go over everything and to talk to you guys about everything, we have a pretty standard setup going on over here, which is going to be jewelry down below and then the watches up top. Typically you'll see in other jewelry stores, maybe they'll put the watches down below and the jewelry up top, but we are very watch focused, even though we do a lot of jewelry business, including custom, ready-made stuff, pendants, everything across the board. We really do focus on the watches here at TPT. So we wanted to have them set up and be front and centered and displayed so everyone can see them. But as far as actually arranging them in the showroom, we have what we think to be probably the best setup for this specific space. And I want to break that down for you guys here today. So diving right into it, as I mentioned to you guys, the watches are going to be up top, which you can see, like for instance, up top, or over here or back there. And as far as the watches go in general, we have them kind of arranged by brand and then also by gender. So for instance, we have an entire wall back here, which is going to be the ladies pieces, which we're happy to show you. This is going to be covering pretty much everything across the board, all four of the big brands. There's going to be some other stuff in there as well, including like Bulgari, Cartier, FP Journe, stuff like that. But for the most part, you're going to be seeing a lot of APs, a lot of Rolexes, and a couple Pateks here and there. Moving right along into the Rolexes, of course, guys, in the showroom, we have to have that bread and butter. So we're going to be having all of the GMTs, the steel ones, the Batman, the Bruce Wayne, the Pepsi. We are also, of course, going to be having a lot of the gold options, whether that's gold Daytonas, gold Day-Dates, root beers, GMTs, things of that nature. And then, of course, we're going to mix in some funky stuff, some fun stuff, maybe some Cellinis, maybe some chrome Rolexes, or maybe some super heavy hitters. For instance, let's talk about this rainbow Daytona. So this is a yellow gold full pave factory set rainbow Daytona, which is not going to be in the same section with the bread and butter Rolexes. It is going to be in our other corner over here, which is going to be featuring some of the heavier Rolexes, maybe some of the gem set Day-Dates, things of that nature. But this is just a piece that we picked up in order to put into the display and offer to customers on the more heavier side of the showroom, which is going to be towards the back wall here. That's what's going to be holding all of our bigger items, our more higher price tag items, and also stuff like this. Some other pieces that you could expect to see in this back showroom wall might be a factory gem set white gold Daytona with rubies, which we just recently picked up. And we might be throwing in a couple pieces here and there, like for instance, the Cartier Crash, which this is the 1991 Paris, the one that started it all. These are some pieces that you should expect to see in this sort of back right-hand corner over here with all of our gem set Day-Dates, a couple factory set Pateks, Journes, things of that nature. So you guys can kind of start to see the flow of how the showroom is going to be flowing when you walk in. Back wall, ladies, then you're going to be moving on to the Rolexes. Then as you get towards the back of the room, it starts to get a little bit heavier, which, like I said, factory Pateks, factory Rolexes, some more heavy stuff. And then we are getting right into the main event, or the main course, which is going to be the back wall that is closest and underneath our sign. That wall is going to be specifically for the super heavyweights, the big APs, the big RMs, very special and hard to find pieces that might take months or years to find. That back wall is exactly where they're going to be. And because of that, I have spent a lot of time in the past couple months really thinking about what we should buy to be able to open this showroom properly, what should be on the shelves. And today we're going to talk about a few of those pieces that I handpicked, and I hunted for a lot of these to be able to offer them to you guys. So let's dive into those options. So opening up with the APs, we actually have a very big selection besides just the normal stainless steel stuff and the skeletons and the rose gold perpetuals and stuff that you'd expect to see. We also have some super rare and very difficult to find pieces. Opening up, let's talk about a piece that many of you out there might not have even seen yet. This is actually my first time seeing it live and in the flesh, and honestly, it's much more impressive than I was expecting it to be. So this is going to be the blue ceramic skeleton. This piece dropped at the beginning of the year, and a lot of people had heard about this piece a few years ago when Francois first talked about it in that very famous interview about how he wanted to make a darker blue skeleton. So here it is live and in the flesh. This was a piece that I have been hunting nonstop, high and low, looking for the right price to be able to put it into stock. We just picked it up, have it here at the showroom. And just when you think this is rare and this is hard to find, let's talk about its big brother, which is going to be the white ceramic skeleton. So I actually hunted this guy down, ready to go onto the showroom display. This is a white ceramic skeleton that features a beautiful rehaut that is very reminiscent of the dial from the Code 1159 perpetual calendar, that sort of starry dial. This was a piece that we've had now 4 of. So out of 30 of them, I don't know how many will be sold. I would guess probably less than 5 or maybe 6 of them will actually hit the streets. This is our 4th one. The first 3 we sent out to some lucky customers out in the world. And this guy is going to be available in stock for you guys to come look at as well, right next to the blue ceramic. So let's take a little look at these guys side by side, just so you guys can see. Here we have the blue ceramic and the white ceramic. This might be the only time you're going to get to see these two together, because this combination, it is not easy to replicate. I will tell you firsthand, having to hunt these guys across the world. Not easy to find, not easy to come by, and definitely a very nice duo for our display. So happy to offer them to you guys and happy to have them in stock. And you guys will get a very nice, hands-on time, a very nice amount of hands-on time with them if you get to come down and check out the showroom for sure. Moving right along as we continue to move towards the back wall over here, we're creeping up. We do have a couple pieces that you guys should keep an eye out for, and you definitely will be seeing coming in rotation into the showroom, which is going to be brands like FP Journe. So this is an absolutely beautiful white dial Octa FP Journe Automatique, and it is a beautiful rose gold case. I have been buying these non-stop. A lot of people are like, Elegante, Elegante. When the Elegantes started to get more expensive than a lot of the classic Journes, I started buying these like crazy. I mean, to me, this watch being a little bit less expensive than a standard Elegante, just, I'm not understanding it. Don't get me wrong. I've been telling everyone to buy the Elegantes for I don't even know how many years now. And I hope that some of you guys out there actually bought them, because I was aggressively telling people to buy them. But pieces like this, to me, are just such deep value compared to the market that Journe is today. And we're going to be picking up some heavier ones to offer to you guys as well. The market's a little bit more dicey and tricky to figure out for Journe, and the guys who are selling them typically want like above top dollar selling them, and they want you to buy into like the future price of them. Obviously here, if we're buying watches for ourselves, it's something that we can consider, but we buy today to offer to you guys at a very competitive price tomorrow. So I've been trying to buy some of those deeper value pieces from Journe, and we're going to be having a lot of them here in the office. Then moving on to some of the classics as well. Of course, guys, we're going to be having the entire run of Pateks in stock ready for you guys. So this is just one that I grabbed out, an absolute classic. This is the 5981R. Other pieces that you should expect to see, like 5711, 5712, whether it's stainless or in rose gold or on a strap. And some other complication pieces here and there, the 5270 piece, 5271s, and then some of the bigger boys are going to be coming too, whether that's a 5711P in platinum with either the rubies or emeralds or sapphires. We have a couple factory set pieces, including a factory set 5980 in white gold and in rose gold we have in stock. So we're going to be very cognizant of having that sort of full display and selection for you guys. And that is a very important thing to think about when we're buying here going forward. So I'll touch on that in a little bit, but you guys are sort of starting to see everything come together here now. And just when you guys thought that the ceramic skeletons were serious and oh wow, they're really they're not playing in the showroom, they really want to have a big inventory and a nice selection for you guys, We're also going to be picking up a lot of very rare and exclusive pieces. For instance, this is one that we picked up recently, which is going to be Factory Gemset Japan exclusive skeleton. This is actually the 4th time that we've had this piece as well. Not this particular one, but this reference. And definitely very happy to show it to you guys. People love coming in to see stuff like this. That's incredibly rare and that you probably won't see on the streets. But pieces like this we're going to be buying. So if you have any of them, please continue to offer them to us. We are always buying and always trying to provide you guys with the best selection possible out there, at least in Miami and one day hopefully in the world. But for now, we're trying to offer you the best possible selection that we can here locally when you guys stop down. And then as far as the RM goes, I'm sure many of you out there do know that we are very well known for having a decent selection of Richard Mille. We are going to be, of course, keeping the classics like the RM6702, whether that's the green or the purple or the blacks or whites. We're going to always try to keep a constant supply of 67s coming in. Of course, it has been very difficult to get a hold of these guys now that they've gone absolutely mental in the market as far as pricing. I couldn't even believe what happened over this summer with the pricing of some of the 67s, but this is a staple that you guys should expect to always see here in the showroom and at the office, and we're happy to offer it to you as well. The green one happens to be nearest and dearest to my heart, and man, I don't even know how many of these that we've had, but it might be close to 50. Like, this watch is something that whenever it comes up and we get offered it, we make sure to buy it right away. So happy to offer you guys 67s because I'm sure everyone out there is still looking for them after the summer craze. And then of course some more classics like the Bubba Watson RM55. This is a triple black variation, very difficult to come by piece. Actually one that kind of stole my heart a little bit, I won't lie. I have a great love for some of these like triple black watches that are very versatile. Even you know, watches that have like black dials. I just like that colorway on watches. I think it looks super classic. And I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you think this is better than the white Bubba? It just might be. I don't know. I've been staring at it a lot on my desk, and I even you know, spent time playing around with the straps and stuff like that, looking at other colorways. But this triple black to me is just like, it reminds me of like Batman. It just reminds me of the Batmobile. I don't know, just something about it's classic. But a lot of bread and butter pieces, and then of course like stuff like the Nadals as well. This is a 3502 Nadal in red NTPT. By the way, what do you guys think about the price spread on this? Red, low 200s, black, low 300s. Very similar production numbers, essentially the same watch except a different colorway. Do you guys think the red is a good value buy as far as RM goes? Because I think it is big time, but I want to know what you guys think out there as well. And then last but not least, besides the bread and butter RMs that we always try to keep at the office, we're going to be taking some shots and offering you guys some very big pieces that we have slowly over the course of the past couple years been dabbling in, trying to learn the market for you guys, trying to be able to buy them correctly and offer them to you. And some examples of that are, for instance, this beautiful RM 1701 white ceramic tourbillon that we just picked up. This guy is an absolute phenom. Beautiful watch, smaller case size, but when you are trying to figure out the market for this piece and how to correctly stock it so that you can offer it to customers, it can be a little tricky. And we always tell people you have to trust the seller, not just the watch that you're buying. It's more important to buy the dealer, not the watch. So we spent a lot of time learning and studying this you know, higher end RM market in order to be able to offer you guys the pieces at the correct prices, because having the pieces in stock is one thing, but being able to sell them at the right price is another thing in itself completely. It's completely important to focus on the price point to make sure that you are correct when you're offering these, because if you just look around online, you can get beat up when you go to buy. You will be in big trouble. So I definitely spent a lot of time studying some of these higher end pieces. The 17s I've spent a lot of time on. This is actually the third piece now that we're gonna have in stock. We have the brown cement, then we also have a black NTPT variation coming in, and then we just picked this guy up. And then on top of that, we also just picked up recently this RM 3501 Ultimate, which I have on this very loud pink strap setup, but this is a very rare and very hard to find watch. This is 35 total pieces. This is the full white NTPT with black NTPT sides and the dial. This is the one that When I saw this watch many years ago, it kind of just stole my heart. I was like, whoa, that is an absolute showstopper. And that was even before you could change the straps and the crowns and people did fun stuff with them. That was just the classic yellow setup. But this piece to me is absolutely phenomenal. Definitely happy to have it here at the office. And like you guys can see, we just want to be able to offer you a very well-rounded selection of pieces, some higher end stuff, some middling stuff, some lower end stuff, pieces for everyone, no matter who you are. So we look forward to having you guys down. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about the selection. This is just a couple pieces that we have. If I went through everything, we'd probably have to bring the guys from Fast and Furious over to shoot a 15-part movie on all the pieces that we have in stock, because there's so many great ones to offer to you guys. Look forward to hearing back from you guys. Let me know what you think down below. What was your favorite piece that you saw today, and what do you want to see in the showroom?